Hello, my friends. It is nice to see you again. It's been a long time. It's been a long year. I was hoping to get to this sooner, to get together with you, to do something in person, and it never happened. And I had some stuff going on, and I wanted to do something for the eclipse, and that didn't happen. So we're as close to the eclipse as we can, and we have a full moon. So I wanted to offer this meditation, this time to come together and bring our energy together and release, as you can tell already in my throat, release things that have been going on for us for the past year or so. A lot of emotions, a lot of things happening with people. And the moon is in Libra, and it's just going to be full while we're doing this meditation. And it's in opposition to the sun in Aries, right? We're in Aries season right now, fire sign, hence my email. So it's funny because Libra wants balance, compromise, diplomacy, and Aries and sun energy places the focus on self. I happen to be a sun sign, but there's nothing wrong with the self. Self-focus is actually encouraged, and I'm sure you've seen not just posts by me, but lots of people, we hear all the time the words that self-care is so important, because you can't really help anyone else if you can't take care of yourself first, right? So the other thing that is very coincidental, shall I say, is that I never usually do this, but I chose to pull a card from my deck before this meditation, and just to I called in the guides and angels, our ascended masters, archangels, all our benevolent beings of light and love. And the card that I pulled from my ascended master deck is Choose Peace, and it has Paramahana Yogananda. I don't know if anyone ever heard of Yogananda, but I literally am reading the book called Life of a Yogi by Yogananda. And it is, I can't even believe I just pulled this card. I just bought this book a week ago. It's a book that everyone should read on their spiritual path. It's very long and very in-depth, I'm not going to lie. But it was very coincidental. This is the card that I pulled at this time. I don't think it's a coincidence. So I'm going to read you what Yogananda says in the Ascended Masters Oracle deck for choosing peace. Also, coincidence with everything going on at this time. In this situation, choose the path of peace as you think about your various options and possible outcomes, which brings the greatest feeling of peace to your body and mind. This is your answer. There's always a peaceful alternative to conflict. And part of this meditation that I'm going to do this afternoon, is about taking care of ourselves and peace and healing and taking care of our bodies. And so everything is kind of flowing. Everything's flowing exactly the way it should be. So I have a feeling this is going to be a powerful meditation. So with that said, let's get to it, shall we? So this is a meditation about releasing feelings, judgments towards others, because I know it's easy with everything and going on right now. We all have judgments, and it's kind of just letting that go and kind of concentrating on just being in the light, being yourself. And, I just want us to honor ourselves at this time for being together with family members, maybe more than usual for the first time, 24/7, and being okay with our feelings and our boundaries. Or maybe we're alone. It seems like everybody's like one way or the other. Like everybody's, I've been like kind of crazy busy, and some people literally are home looking for things to do, taking up something maybe that they never did before. So being okay with our feelings and our boundaries and being grounded in our body is the first and most important step when thinking about this person or how you feel when you have to create this barrier around you, okay? So the more you can align with the things that are not for for you in particular, the more you can align to the things that are for you. We live in a dualistic plane, right? Not everything here is for us, nor do we need to judge it. It's fine. We don't need to judge or gossip or say that there's wrong and right, and we just need to let it go, so that we're here just to honor each person's journey, each person's own experience. And perhaps this will just open you up and let me guide you through this process, and help make it a little easier for you to release any expectations, to release how you think anything's going to go today, how things should be. Whenever you're listening to this, there is no such thing as time and space. Anyone listening to this probably knows this by now. So it doesn't matter when you're listening to this, this still applies. This energy will still be here for you, this group energy. So the energy of the group, I'll constantly call you guys back if we need to, but it's really quite interesting. As you'll see, you'll begin to recognize your need to want to open your eyes and grab your phone and get up and move and shift out of that space that you're in. But we're going to stay very present with the space that we're in. So this is how I was trained by Spirit, and it may be a little bit different than what you guys are used to, and maybe some of the stuff that we've done in the past. What we're going to do is we're not going to quiet our mind. We are not going to try and ignore everything and try and enforce trying to be quiet and trying to quiet our mind. And we're not going to feel that level of resistance in this meditation, because the more we resist, right, the more things persist, the louder it screams. So what we're going to do is we're going to call everything in, and you will know what you need to call in, and I'm going to guide you, and it's a very simple process, but honestly, it's one of the most powerful processes, because what you will do if you practice this art every day and every night, it starts to just become integrated in you, and you literally start to become this walking meditation, this walking powered embodied presence. And really quickly, it doesn't take you much time before you start to say, oh, you know, and you begin to open and let everything flow, and then it just becomes a natural response. But you can't beat yourself up and, you know, feel like you're getting pulled off of your course. If everybody gets put off for being human, you know, and then you bring yourself back, you find it much easier to bring yourself back when you have no expectations of how things should be. So that's how we're going to do this, okay? In every moment. So no matter what you guys are dealing with, I want you to go deep with it. I want you to go deep with no matter what you're feeling. And we're not going to shift anything. We're not going to try and clear anything today. We're not going to do any of that. We're just going to scan. And at the end, we'll rescan. And what we're going to do is I'm kind of going to give you guys a few minutes here just to try and get situated and lie down. Or if you want to sit, that's fine. Trying to keep your spine straight and your feet on the floor so you're grounded. Getting comfortable. Closing your eyes. And I want you to take a deep breath. Deep breath in through your nose. And I want you to just begin with the awareness, just really just paying attention to how you're feeling right now in this moment, in your headspace and around your neck and your jaw and your sinuses. Really connecting with how your body's feeling, your shoulders and your muscles. How are you feeling in your arms and in your wrists? And so you're just scanning your body, not trying to shift anything, just taking inventory of how your body's feeling right now and just really connecting with it. Feeling what's in your body. Feeling your muscles and your tendons and your spine. Feeling your lungs. Feeling connecting into your diaphragm, breathing, feeling that breath. When you breathe, feeling your stomach going up and down like a balloon. Feeling your thighs and your legs and your feet. And then you just come back up. And with your awareness, just flow around your body a few times, not trying to change a thing, but just really connecting to your body. And now what we're going to do, and you can say this out loud or you can say it mentally in your mind, is I now invite in all of my thoughts and I allow you to be here and I honor you. I now invite in all of my feelings. And you can go specific. You can invite your anxiety. You can invite your fear of whatever you're going through. You can invite your anger. You can invite your heartbreak. You can invite in any physical pain, any illness or trauma. Invite everything in. And I say to you now that you are allowed to be here. I honor you and I thank you for being here. And I invite in everything that I feel. And I don't believe that everything I feel can destroy me. I allow it to be here no matter how it feels. And for the next 10 minutes, you're going to lay here without trying to shift it, without trying to change it, but just by keeping your awareness upon it and scanning up and down your body and connecting with your body. And if you feel, and let's invite all resistance in and all distraction as well. And be mindful of where and when you try to get up, to shift, to grab your phone, to look at me on the screen, and bring yourself back. Close your eyes, stay connected. And for the people feeling really deep anxiety right now, let's add one more statement for you. Anxiety, come and rear your ugly head. Come on in and destroy me. Bring it all in full force. And watch the power of what happens when you really fully invite it in. Just bearing witness, staying with your body, keep connecting and scanning. Connecting with every part of your body, feeling every part of your body on the floor or up against the back of a chair or a wall. Taking a nice deep breath and relaxing, scanning your body. And now again, for those with anxiety, one additional thing you could do today is please illuminate blue light through the amygdala. You don't need to know where that is in the brain. Your higher self already knows and will take care of it for you. Please illuminate blue light, soothing light, calming the amygdala, which is responsible for the fear response. I'll forget love, letting it know that it's safe, that this is a die-off process, but that we're only transforming our body or not dying. Run it down the spine to the adrenals, calming, not trying to shift it, not trying to change it. Just programming it, letting it know it's deeply safe. And taking a moment, and I want you to place your hands on your heart. And I'm going to ask you to connect. And let's ask your body. Body, what is it that you need from me today? Could be food, could be a supplement, it could be water, it could be exercise, it could be sleep, it could be anything. Now let's ask your body, what don't you need from me today? Is there anything that you need me to change, that needs to change, so that we can fully activate within us our intuition, our higher self? Is there anything that you would like me to do on this day to be of service to myself and others that will align me and everyone in the highest trajectory in this life? And then for those of you that come, as you continue to move through this process every day, and you'll see it will only take 10 minutes, you can spend much more time with the next mantra that was given to me, and the only thing that was given to me in this time with Source. And it was always there, the space that they would just guide and teach and assist and show me things And sometimes there was just nothingness, because we have to be okay with the nothingness, the not knowing. So as you guys pull yourselves back, I'm sure that many of you will probably say, well, that just feels awful. I've never felt so much pain in my body. I feel tense, I feel heavy, I feel burdened. However, because it's not comfortable, whenever we come into our body, when we pull this light being and our spirit in, we are greeted to really put our eyes upon it. Where are we tense? Where are we really resisting and feeling uncomfortable in our body? It can feel physically painful because it creates physical pain that has a metaphysical and physical weight that pushes on our body, that creates the pain. The more we place awareness on it, the more we actually begin to break it apart and shift it without any need for a narrative or a storyline or a spiritual tool, a million spiritual tools. So do everything that you're guided to do, but also if you incorporate the power of presence and being and bringing everything, and all of these things will break up and move without you needing to do anything, but offer it love and support and assistance and presence. And that's a very deep, powerful presence, to be able to bring in, and then that becomes the automatic response. Then you see how no matter what is being thrown at you, you just have to allow, accept, open yourself to it. And it doesn't even need to stay. It doesn't even need to stick in your field, your aura. You create a distortion, and it just kind of moves through you. And you're like, that was mine, and I can kind of let it go, and it cannot be yours anymore. Because we as healers and light workers and starseeds, which you all are if you're on this call right now, we have a tendency to want to take on everyone else's pain and what we can, because it's not our pain. And if we do, we could never get rid of it because it's not ours. So there's no point in taking it on. Can never get rid of it for them, right? The only thing we can do is send it back with love. So that's my process. I love lots of other processes because I'll do them for fun, because they're awesome. And you guys have listened to my other meditations and probably classes. And I believe in crystals and essential oils and tarot and oracle cards and all kinds of metaphysical tools that I say go ahead and use, because they're all good. But right now, how I'm moving and navigating through everything is just through flow, through, like I said, placing my hands on my heart every day and just asking what my body needs, what my body doesn't need, and what I can do in this day that's in my highest good and the highest good of everyone involved. How can I be of service, And you just kind of just drop into that state of harmony. And I can't remember who I heard say this, but it was so perfectly shared, just to someone on my friends list, and I can't remember who, so I can't give the credit to the person, but if you're here, you'll know. They said, you can never be fully connected with Mother, Father, God, but you can bask in the essence and the energy. And from my journey as a mystic, I can say that's very incredibly true. So, how's everybody doing? You might just be still lying or sitting and meditating. And just taking in the words that I'm speaking are activating you. Whether you know it or not, and you remember these words or not, they're hitting a piece of your heart, a piece of your mind, and you're getting activated. And you will remember some of this. And you'll remember to do it every day. Or some days. And so on this full moon, with the eclipse, with the spring equinox here in the north, it's time of clearing out anyway. And the full moon just adds to that. So I just ask you to just clear your mind, clear your heart, and make room for maybe other interpretations that you hadn't thought of before. Make room for new to come into your life. For that new moon is coming. And just bask in the energy. Take it in. Connect with everyone's energy on the call, because we're all one, we're all connected. Feel your body, feel your stress, pain, anxiety that we talked about, and let it be okay for now. Loving it, knowing it's there, and it will break away. It will break apart. Letting it go on this full moon. Coming back when you're ready. Starting to wiggle your toes, your fingers, fluttering your eyes open slowly. Wishing you all many blessings and health, happiness. And thank you for sharing this energy, and I hope to see you all again soon. Namaste.